Hello, this is Joe Navickas, and I'm going to go over what options are and kind of walk you through why people use them. First of all, think of options as a contract. The option writer is the one who creates a contract and sells the contract to the option holder. So there's two parties, the option writer and the option holder. Option contracts are called derivatives because they derive their value from the underlying stock they represent. So basically, when we trade an option contract, one option contract represents 100 shares in a company. Now, you don't own the stock, you own the right to either buy or sell the stock at the predetermined price in the contract. This predetermined price is called the strike price in a contract. When the option writer creates a contract, they are selling rights to the option holder. So here's an example. I will sell you the right to purchase 100 shares of Facebook at $65 per share anytime over the next 30 days. So when we look at this, why would someone want to write a contract and collect money for basically unlimited risk? There are a lot of reasons for this, but basically, maybe the writer of this contract thinks that Facebook is going down and they want to collect premium. Maybe they think that Facebook isn't going to move very much over $65 a share. Maybe the writer of the contract owns a lot of shares of Facebook and is looking to collect some premium, some money off of the shares that they own. There could be a lot of different reasons for this. And so basically, at the end of the day, we look at an option just as a contract. It doesn't mean you own the shares, you just own the right. And this is very important. It's a lot different because if I go out and buy 100 shares of Facebook, I would need $6,500 to do that at a price of $65 a share. Why would the contract writer do this deal? The contract writer collects premium, like I said. Premium is stated in a per share amount. Each contract represents 100 shares. So when we look at the contracts, some of them will look very small. It'll be like $2.25 or $3.65. What that represents is that is the premium that the buyer of the option will pay for every share that's in the contract. And remember, each contract represents 100 shares. So if it would be quoted as $2.65, you have to remember you have to multiply that by 100 because each contract is 100 shares. So if it said $2.65, you'd be paying $265 for the contract. So here's a sample. The writer is selling the option holder a contract. The option holder has the right to purchase Facebook at $65 per share over the next month until the expiration date of the contract from the writer. Currently, the stock is trading at $63.11. The writer is asking $3 for the right to buy it at $65. The $3 is the premium per share. And remember, one contract equals 100 shares. So the total premium collected on this trade is $300. So if I'm buying this option, a lot of you might be thinking right now, why don't I just buy it at $63.11? Well, I have to write a check for $6,300. In this sample here, I only have to write a check for $300 to control that right. If Facebook falls to $40 a share, I'm only out my premium on the contract. So I get to control 100 shares for $300. And a lot of people find this very attractive when they're trading because they're risking a lot less money to get the same exposure to a stock. If the option holder holds this contract to expiration, so what expiration is it means that the contract is going to expire in a certain amount of time. So some will expire at the end of the week, maybe next month, maybe 6 months from now. So all contracts have an expiration date. The price of Facebook must be above 68 to make money in this example. Since I'm buying the strike price of 65, so when I say the word strike price, that's the value that the option seller is basically going to provide me the stock at. And since I'm paying a premium of $3 per share, that means by expiration, at the day the contract expires, for the contract to be worth any money, or for me to exercise my option to buy it at 65, I want the stock to be trading above $65 a share. But remember, I paid $3 for it, so let's say the stock at expiration is 66. The contract will only be worth $1. the strike price plus the current stock price at expiration. So since it's $3 right now, that's what I paid for it. That's my cost basis. I need at expiration for it to be trading above 68. Now, obviously, I could buy the contract today for 3, and let's say the stock runs to 69 the next day. So there's some volatility in Facebook, which we'll see in a lot of stocks. When volatility occurs, now all of a sudden that premium that I paid of 3, that contract, who knows? It might be trading upwards of $7 or $8 now, because now there's volatility. So we could make money trading options, and that's what we're looking to teach here. Or we could use options as a way to purchase our long positions in stock. And when I say the word long positions, that means I'm a buyer of stock and I'm holding the stock for a longer period of time. I'm basically a buyer. If I'm short on a stock, we like to refer that as to be a seller. So I could be a buyer of options, or I could be a seller of options. High school investing is not interested in holding. We are interested in trading options. So we will teach you how to trade these options, but first we have to feel comfortable in reading and understanding how options work. All right, that's it for what options are. Stay tuned for further lessons.